Hello dear traders, my name is Daria Bobrova and you are watching a daily trading plan for April 26. It's Friday and as usual the economic calendar is not that full of important events, however we still have something to trade on. At 15:30 MetaTrader time, we anticipate a release of Advanced GDP data that will affect the direction of the US dollar. The forecast is neutral, so you should pay attention to the actual release. If it outperforms the forecast, the USD will be supported. In the case of the neutral or weaker actual reading, the US currency may suffer even more. Let's take a look at the technical setups, and we will start with the pound US dollar pair. On the daily chart, you see that the pair rebounded from the weekly pivot level at 128.87 and now it has been moving towards the next pivot at 129.37. The pair has been rising and it means that the British currency is quite strong. Moreover, we have the stochastic oscillator and RSI indicator in the oversold area. It's an additional positive sign for the British currency. As soon as RSI crosses the 30 level and stochastic oscillator crosses the 20 level bottom up, it will be an additional signal to open a long position. In the case of the further rise, the pair will be able to test the weekly pivot level at 129.37, and if the US dollar is really weak, the pair may even test the next resistance at 129.61. We have 100 and 200-day moving averages at this level, so the resistance will be really strong. However, you should remember that it's important to be careful trading news from the economic calendar. You never know the actual release and how it will affect the market, so pay attention to the actual data, because if the US currency is really supported by the GDP data, the rise of the pair may be limited and it also can turn around moving down towards 128.87. If the USD is really supported, the pair may even fall below the weekly pivot, targeting the next support at 128.425. What about 1 hour chart? On the 1 hour chart, we see that up to now the pair has been falling, so it touched the support at 128.98. Here we have 9 and 12 periods moving averages. So the support may be strong if the GBP is stronger than the US currency. So if bears manage to pull the pair below this level, we can anticipate a further decline towards 128.87. It's the weekly pivot level. As soon as this level is broken, the pair may fall towards 128.67 and 128.42.5. It will happen if only the US currency is supported by the advanced GDP data today. However, if the USD is still weak, the pair may break above 129.11 and it will open a way towards 129.28.4 and the weekly pivot level at 129.37. What about the Australian dollar US dollar pair? On the daily chart, we see that the Australian currency is stronger than the US dollar. It has been rising, so the pair managed to rebound from the level of 0.70.5. It was a strong support last time, and this time so the level appeared to be strong again. We have RSI and stochastic oscillator in the oversold area, a positive signal for the Australian currency too. So in the case of the weak USD, the pair will be able to test the weekly pivot level at 0.7052. However, as I already said, the situation may change if the USD is supported by GDP data. In this case, the pair may turn around, testing the support at 0.7005 again, and the next support will lie at 0.6979. What about 1 hour chart? On the 1 hour chart, the situation is almost similar to the GBP USD pair. We see that the pair has been suffering, moving towards the support at 0.1719. Here we have 50 period moving average, so the support is anticipated to be strong. If the Australian currency is stronger than the USD, bulls will be able to push the pair towards 0.7037.5, and the next resistance will lie at 0.7048. If this level is broken, it will be a really good signal for the Australian currency, so it will open a way further up towards 100 period moving average. Let's mark this level. We can mark it as 0.7064. However, if the US dollar is encouraged, the pair may fall below 0.1719, and then supports will lie at 0.79 and 0.6995. That's all for today. Follow this and other trading plans with FPS.